Hi, I'd really like to thank you for signing up for sidebusinessextraincome.com. I appreciate that you took the time to put in your email address and that you've decided that you want to start your first side business, or you decided that you want to grow your income with a side business. And I'm going to do my best to give you the best resources that I can to help you to do what I have done and to get on your way to making your first $1,000, your first 5,000, your first $10,000 a month with your side business. Not everybody will be able to make, the first 100,000 in the first month, but it's possible. And the results are not typical, but if you do put your effort into it, you put your faith into it, and you decide to actually provide value, you could even start making 1 million a month. So before this, I sent you a video with regards to how to find paying clients. If you haven't found it, check out your email and you see it. If you still don't find it, please email me and I'll send it back to you. So today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people ask, well, especially when they want to start a side business or if they just want to start something, a new venture. And that is, which of my ideas is going to be commercially viable? That's one question. The other question that people ask is that, how do I even find an idea? Because what usually happens is that some of us have too many ideas. So you probably had an idea of some business that you wanted to start, or some industry that you wanted to go into, and a year down the line, a month down the line, you find out that somebody has already done it, and you'd be like, I said it, and we've all had that experience where we said something, we didn't act on it, and then somebody else did it. But as creatives, many of us know how to do a lot of things. So we can sing, we can dance, we can design, we can draw, we can write, we can sell, we can market. Like, we can do a lot of things. So it's important to find out what to do, what exactly you should do. And the best approach I found to that is to ask the right questions. So here are some questions that I want you to write down and to find the answers to, because these will help you know which of your business to start first. Maybe you start a side business, painting, for the next 6 months, and you grow that business into, let's say, 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figure, 7 figure revenue, and then you can execute on your next idea, and then on your next idea, and then your next idea. And in this series, especially on the blog, I'm going to teach about how to automate all of this so that you can have a business that is bringing you money even when you're asleep. Because there's no point in having a side business if you are spending more time than you would if you were if the business was a full-time business. So the purpose of this is to have an automated financial vehicle that's bringing you money. So ask yourself this: what what passions do I have? What are the things that excite you? The reason why you have to look for something that excites you is that if it's something that you're just chasing because of the money, when hard times come, or if you get any bumps in the road, you will not have the impetus, you don't have the passion that will see you through. Everybody I know who has been successful in anything that they are doing something that they are passionate about, something that excites them. And the others who are not doing something that excites them, they struggle a lot. They have sleepless nights, all kinds of things. They make the wrong decisions and all kinds of things. So it's important to find out what your passion is. Another thing to do is that ask people around you, ask your friends that, what do you think I'm good at? What have people noticed that you are good at? What do people compliment you on? Do people say that, wow, you know how to really keep, your room tidy. You know how to, fix cars really well. You know how to, design faster than most people I know. Your illustrations are really good. Your paintings are exceptional. It's important to find out what you're really good at, because if you can find out what you're really good at, you can develop it and become the best at it. I once watched an interview, and the entrepreneur at the time, the person I was listening to, was making $2.4 million a month. And this was something he said that stuck with me. He said, you have to pick an area where you know that you can become the best at. And if you can pick an area where you know you can become the best at, you will strive to become the best at that thing. And there won't be as much struggle as someone who is trying to become someone else. And that stuck with me. And there was something else I read. I think it was Warren Buffett or his partner Charlie Munger, and he said you have to find a way to stay in this in your circle of competence. There's a circle of competence that you will absolutely thrive in. There's a circle of competence that you are 10 times better than most people. So ask yourself that, what am I 10 times better than most people? Another thing to consider is that, what do people compliment you as being or as doing? When your friends talk about you to someone else, what do they say? Do they say, he's really, really good at ironing clothes? Do they say that she is excellent at public speaking? There are things that people compliment you um, with that you probably haven't even really sat down to think about. And the thing that I find really, really weird, and this troubled me for a very long time personally, is that most people who I've read about or I've seen or I've met, even clients who are really successful, are doing things that they can even do in their sleep. These are things that come so easily to them that they don't even consider it as work, right? But the people I found out who are failing in life are people who are not doing things that come easily to them. So I wonder why that is, but I think it's because many people have not had coaching, from childhood to find out what they are really, really good at. But it's absolutely necessary. It's absolutely necessary to find out, what am I really, really good at? What are the things that people say that I'm good at? Think about the things that people have already paid you for, that you enjoyed doing. Because people may have paid you to go and, mow their lawn, but you don't enjoy mowing lawns. But think about these things, and sometimes you may find out something that you particularly do not enjoy doing, but you can teach other people to do really well. And that's important. It's really, really important to think about it like that, because there are things that you probably don't like doing, but if you were put in front of someone for an hour to teach or mentor the person to do it, you could do it easily. That means that you could probably create an online course teaching that. And when you think about one of the most popular books of all time, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wasn't even an entrepreneur at the time he wrote the book. He was interviewing people, recording their answers, and then it became one of the best-selling books of all time. So you can become an expert by interviewing people, but it's important to find out the things that interest you, the things that excite you. Look on your bookshelf, or look in on your ebook reader, look in your YouTube history. What are the topics that you find? Do you find topics about user interaction, about web design, about leadership? What are the things that you keep reading, the things that you keep studying, the things that you keep looking at? Those are all indicators of a profitable idea that you should exploit. And now, the way to know if it's profitable is to look at the industry. You have to find people who are already doing things similar to that. They may not be doing the exact same thing, but if you can find people who are doing something similar to that, you can find out an average, estimation of their income, how well they are doing. Because if you find someone who has, let's say, 50,000 people following their business online, for example, it's a good indication that there is an interest in this area. If you were able to create a product that was the right price for them, they would probably buy. So this is really, really important, that you have to do this research. You have to find out what your passions are, what gifts you already have, what skills you already have, what has God told you, what are the things that you know on your inside that nobody can take away from you. Larry Page, for example, with Google, he said that he literally got the idea for Google, for PageRank, in a dream. That if you read the book How Google Works, that's what he said. Albert Einstein said that he got the equation equals mc squared in a semi vision. So these are things that they didn't necessarily study, but the idea came in a vision, and then they developed on the idea. So that's how to find a profitable idea. Go back and listen and watch the video on how to find pay your first paying clients. And in the next video, I'll teach on how to create the perfect product. Thank you. And if you have any questions, email me at jeff@sidebusinessextraincome.com. God bless you.